Morning, boys. Today we will see that exercise number 7.1, that is probability distribution functions. So what this mean by probability distribution function? We have two type of distribution. One is observed frequency distribution, another one is theoretical distributions. What is observed frequency distribution? That is very simple. To get the data, current data, and will form on distributions. With the help of the current informations, we will come to know that the result that comes under that observed frequency distributions. What is meant by theoretical distribution? Based on the previous data, you have to project, you have to expect what is going on after 1 year, after 10 years. So based on the previous data, we will come to one concept, it is called theoretical distribution. So theoretical distribution is best example for watching the cricket. Predict. They project that if the person, when the team is scoring 8 runs per over, then there will be one projected score, isn't it? If it is 10, then another one score. This is expected. So these are called the previous data based on that. That is called, they observed in the over they take 10. So therefore it will be goes to 200 runs or less than 200 at the end of 20 overs. That is called observed frequency distributions. Whereas to get the rain forecast, it will comes 43% or 50% or nil. So these are all based on the previous data. So that comes under theoretical distributions. Clear? To know the result of a particular exam, for example NEET exam, they will see the previous data. Last year, based on the last year data, they come to know that whether that the cutoff may increase or decrease. So these comes under theoretical distributions. So we have two type of theoretical distribution. One is a discrete distribution, another one is continuous distribution. Theoretical distribution is nothing but probability distributions. Under the probability distribution, we have two categories, discrete and continuous. Like discrete random variable, continuous random variable. So discrete distribution, under the discrete distribution, we have two distribution named binomial distribution and Poisson distribution. This is very suitable for discrete distribution. Whereas for continuous distribution, we have normal distributions. That's the only pre-concept. One is binomial distribution, next one is Poisson distribution, and third one is normal distribution. For discrete distribution, you have to add the binomial distribution and Poisson distribution. So bi means what? Two. Only two possibilities. So binomial distribution you can use only in the case of only two possibilities. Whatever that you go to our day-to-day life, any event, you have only two chances. Suppose if you eat food, there will be two output. One is good or bad. If you go to the cinema theater, either you will get ticket or not. So only two possibilities. So these two possibilities will dealt with binomial distributions. That is called success and failures. Clear? So only two possibilities. You can take whatever it is. There will be only two possibilities, either success or failure. That is good or bad. If a student attend the board exam, there is only two possibilities, either get pass or fail. Only two possibilities. There is no other possibilities. Clear? So the two possibilities are dealt with binomial distribution. So we have binomial distributions. For discrete data, we have Poisson distribution also, but whereas in exercise number 7.1, we are going to study only the binomial distribution. Here the calculation part alone will be tedious one. Be careful of work out the problems. Here it is due to that YouTube classes, I already worked out. I have only the calculation part. So I will teach only one how to find out the calculations. The remaining I can write straight as the answer. You have to check whether it is correct or wrong by using calculator. Clear? Here I cannot use calculator. So please, when you started to work out this chapter, 7th chapter, calculator is very, very important. Please go through with the help of the calculator, do the calculation and check whether my calculation is correct or wrong. You have to check. First two digit will be same. Clear? Depends upon the calculator, you will get different answers. Clear? Normally you can take 4-digit decimal part. So if the first two decimal is correct, then your answer is correct. Clear? So don't think that everything will be exactly what is given in that book. Not necessary. After the point, if the two digits are same, then your answer is correct. Clear? So now we are going to learn about the binomial distribution. The formula to find the binomial distribution, distribution dealt with only two possibilities, success or failure. We always consider P is success and Q is failures. Clear? The formula is P of x is equal to small x, NCx, P power x, Q power n minus, where x takes the value from 0 to n. It is countable one. Provided if you go for any trials, any event, the success should be remains constant. For example, when you toss a coin, to get a head, that is success 1/2. If you go for one more times, again the possibility of getting head is how much? 1/2. So that success should be always remain constant. There won't be any changes. Even you conducted so many trials for the same event, like throw dice, getting 5, 1/6. Getting 4, 1/6. The success will be always remain same. Clear? So in that cases, you have to take binomial distributions. Based on this binomial distribution, you have to do some problems. That advantage of the binomial distribution, advanced technique of the binomial distribution only is called Poisson distribution. That we'll see in the next exercise. Clear? So this binomial distribution is what for that finite. It is suitable for only the countable number of events. If it is uncountable number of events, we'll go to the Poisson distribution under discrete distribution. See, this is called a discrete. But whereas this is called a continuous. Clear? So discrete is suitable for binomial and Poisson. Where what is the difference between the Poisson and the binomial? Binomial is for only countable events, whereas Poisson is uncountable. That's the difference. Clear? Here the P stands for success, S stands for success, and Q stands for failures. You know the total probability is always 1. Once you know P, then you can easily find out Q by using 1 minus P formula that you studied already in the lower classes. In 10th standard, you know what is the total probability. Probability lies between 0 and 1. There is no negative value for P and Q. So now we will go to the sum number, that 6. That remaining are only the definitions. Clear? So sum number 6, you see the sum number 6. If 5% of the item produced turn out to be defective, so defective is given 5%. Find out the probability that out of 20 items selected at random, there are exactly 3 defectives. Don't take the defective as a failure. Clear? What I need, that is called success, that is P. If I want to find out non-defective, then P stands for non-defective items. If I like to find out the defective item, that is my success. That's what I am clearly mentioned, that P is success. What I need, that is called success. Here I need defective. Therefore, P is equal to stands for defective. Don't think that defective means failure only. No, sir. Why are you taking the P as defective? Why don't you take Q is equal to defective? Not like that sense. Clear? When the trial, when events are going on, what I need, that is my success. If I need a defective, that is my success. If I need non-defective, that is my success. Clear? So what you need, that is always considered as P. If you need non-defective items in that event, so B stands for non-defective. If I want to find out defective items out of the 20, then P stands for defective items. What we like to know, we like to find out by using the concept that refers always success. எனக்கு என்ன வேணுமோ அது எப்பவுமே நான் என்ன வெச்சுக்கணும், P ன்னு வெச்சுக்கணும். எனக்கு வந்து டிஃபெக்டிவ் வேணும்னா அது P. எனக்கு நான் டிஃபெக்டிவ் வேணும்னா அந்த P ன்னு வெச்சுக்கணும். புரியுதா? ஒரு ஈவென்ட் நீ கனெக்ட் பண்ணல, ஹெட் தான் சக்சஸ் கிடையாது. எனக்கு டெயில் வேணும்னா அது எனக்கு சக்சஸ். இன்னொருத்த ஹெட் கேட்டானா அது அவனுக்கு சக்சஸ். அப்ப அவன் வந்து ஹெட் கேக்குறப்ப P என்னன்னு வெச்சுக்கணும்? ஹெட்டோட சக்சஸா வெச்சுக்கணும். நான் வந்து என்ன கேக்குறேன்? டெயில் விழுந்தாதான் எனக்கு சக்சஸ்ன்னு கேக்குறேன். அப்ப P P என்னன்னு வெச்சுக்கணும்? நான் டெயிலோட ப்ராபர்ட்டியை வெச்சுக்கணும். புரியுதா? எது எனக்கு தேவையோ அதுதான் P, அதுதான் சக்சஸ்ன்னு வெச்சுக்கணும். நீ டிஃபெக்டிவ் அப்படிங்கிறது மீனிங் தெரியும். டிஃபெக்டிவ்னா என்னது? ஃபால்ஸ், அதாவது வந்து ஒதுக்கி தள்ளுறது. ஃபெயிலியர்னா அதே மாதிரி கேசஸ். இந்த மீனிங் வந்து ஒரே மாதிரி இருந்தாலும் அந்த மீனிங் வச்சு நீ வந்து கியூ டிஃபெக்டிவ்னு வெச்ச கூடாது, தப்பு. புரியுதா? ஒரு ஈவென்ட்ல வந்து எனக்கு என்ன வேணுமோ, நாம தாயக்கட்ட விளையாடுறப்ப ஒருத்தர் 5 கேட்பார், ஒருத்தர் 6 கேட்பார். அவருக்கு 5, எனக்கு வந்து அது என்னது? அவருக்கு 5 விழுகலன்னா அது அவருக்கு ஃபெயிலியர், எனக்கு அது சக்சஸ். புரியுதா? நல்லா புரிஞ்சுக்கோ. ஒரு கேம் விளையாடுறப்ப ஒரு டைஸ் போடுற, அந்த டைஸ்ல வந்து 6 அப்படின்னு சொல்றான். அது 6 விழுந்தா அவனுக்கு சக்சஸ், 6 விழுலன்னா எனக்கு சக்சஸ். அப்ப விழாதது எனக்கு சக்சஸ், ஆனா விழுந்துருச்சுன்னா அவனுக்கு சக்சஸ். அது விழாம போனா அவனுக்கு என்ன? அது ஃபெயிலியர்ஸ். அப்ப எனக்கு எது வேணுமோ அதை நான் என்ன நினைச்சுக்கணும்? சக்சஸா கன்சிடர் பண்ணி சம் பண்ணணும். புரியுதா? அதனால டிஃபெக்டிவ் அப்படிங்கிறது டோன்ட் that the defective means that is failures. Clear? So what I like to know, that is called success. எனக்கு என்ன வேணுமோ அது சக்சஸ் வெச்சுக்கணும், எனக்கு என்ன தேவையோ அது ஃபெயிலியர்ஸ் வெச்சுக்கணும். That is called binomial distribution. Only two possibilities. Clear? Here P stands for defective. What are the question number 6? Clear? So this is the formula. Now I will go to the sum number 6. 5% defective, that is P. Why I am taking P? Because exactly 3 defective. எனக்கு எக்ஸாக்ட்டா 3 டிஃபெக்டிவ் வேணும், எனக்கு தேவை டிஃபெக்டிவ் தான். அதனால Pங்கிறத நான் டிஃபெக்டிவ்னு வெச்சுக்கிறேன். இப்ப நான் வந்து P வந்து எனக்கு வந்து 3 நான் டிஃபெக்டிவ் வேணும்னா P என்னது? நான் டிஃபெக்டிவ்னு வெச்சுக்கணும். புரியுதா? So P is equal to 4% is given, 5% is given. So you can write 5 by 100, that is 0.5. Once I know P, I can easily find out Q by using 1 minus P formula, that is 1 minus 0.5, which will give you 0.95. Clear? It will give 0.95. Now I like to find out exactly 3 defective, that is x is equal to 3. You can replace this x by how many defective you need. So x is equal to 3 is equal to, what is your n? Number of item is given how much? So number of item is given, n is equal to 20. N is equal to 20. Therefore x is equal to 3, NCX. This n is replaced by 20, x is replaced by 3. Then P is how much? 0.05. X is replaced by 3 into, what is your Q? Q we found already, that is 0.95. N minus x, that is 20 minus 3. So which will give you 20C3, 0.05 power 3, 0.95 power 17. By using the calculator, you have to multiply 0.95 how many times? 17 times. Don't multiply 0.95 into 17. Your answer is wrong. You have to multiply by using the calculator 0.95 into 0.95 into 0.95 into 0.95. How many times you have to do the calculation in the calculator? 17 times. Then you have to find the answer 0.05 into 0.05 into 0.05. Clear? So you have to do the calculations. I will give the calculations for this and that one. Clear? 20C3, you know how to execute the combinations. 20 into 19 into 18 by 1 into 2 into 3. So this will be becomes 0.00125. Clear? I already worked out this problem, that's what I am writing straight away. But you have to check whether this is correct or wrong by using calculator. The next one is 0.4178. Answer for this one 0.4178. If you multiply everything, you simplify, this will go 6. So just you have to simplify it, you will get required answer. You have to multiply 20 into 19 into 6 into this into, then you will get required answer. You have to do the calculations. I left the calculation because at least you have to work it out. This is very important. Clear? So just you have to multiply everything. 20 into 19 into 6, because 2 3s are 6. 6 will go how many times in 18? 3 times. So just 20 into 19 into 3 into this answer I gave. This is also I gave. Clear? You can use by logarithm also. So if you find very difficult to calculate this one, you can easily find out logarithm also. You will get this answer. I used only logarithm instead of using the calculator. Clear? So I am used the but you have calculator at home. You please do the calculation with the help of the calculator and multiply it. You will get answer. Required answer you will get. Clear? Now this is the first part of the question number 6. Now I will go to the second part. See, in this exercise, the calculation part alone, it is very difficult, but the others will be very simple one. So second part of the question is at least 2 defective. What is mean by at least? Minimum. I need minimum 30 marks, which means you may have you might secure the marks up to 100. That is the meaning, isn't it? Minimum means I expect a minimum 30 marks. I don't know what is the maximum I am going to get. So you will get maximum how much? 100 also. So in the case of at least 2 defective, you please always use the capital letter, that is greater than or equal to symbol capital X, greater than or equal to at least 2. Minimum 2. So in the binomial distribution, X will take the values from 0 to how much? 1. 1, 2, etc. n. I need minimum 2. So therefore I have to find out the probability from where onwards? 2 onwards. I need minimum how many defective? 2 defective. So 2 defective, 3 defective, 4, 5, 6 and so on. I don't know what is number of units. It is not given specifically. Clear? So therefore it is given how many items? 20 items. So you have to find the probability from 2, 3, 4, extra up to how much? 20. Imagine it, for only one defective, but exactly one event, see the calculations, it is very difficult, isn't it? So if you want to find the probability for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, etc. up to 20, by using each for 2, one calculation. When you take x equal to 3, one calculation. If you take x equal to 4, you will go for another one calculation by using this formula. You see, imagine it, it will take more time. To consuming the time, we have some concept, that is total probability is how much? 1. So if you add the entire probability, what will be the answer? Answer is exactly 1. So if you add everything, total probability of from 0 to 20, from the even 0 defective to 20 defective is how much? 1. That you know very well. So now you come to the point 0, 1. I like to find out defective from which onwards? 2 to 20 onwards. Clear? Which one is left? I like to find out defective from 2 onwards. So from 2 to 20 I have to find out what are the defectives I don't want according to the question. 0 defective, 1 defective, I don't want. So if I am subtracting these two probability from the total probability 1, if I subtract these two probability from the total probability, I can easily get 2 to 20. Clear? Because total is 1. I like to find out from only 2 onwards which one it did not require for this problem 0 and 1. So if I find the probability for 0 and 1, For example, if it is 0.2, then what about the remaining one? 1 minus 0.2 is how much? 0.8. So from 2 to 20 defect is how much? 0.8. Are you clear or not clear? Total probability is 1. From 0 to 20, when you add all these probability, you will get how much? Exactly 1. But here I need only from 2 onwards. So if you go for 2, 3, 4, 5 up to 20, then it will take more time. The calculation is also very tedious one. So to avoid that problem, but we know the total probability from 0 to 20 is 1. What are the probabilities I don't want? 0 and 1. Which one I don't want? You just subtract from the total, you get the needy one. Very simple. Clear? So that's what I am explaining with the numbers. Clear? 1 minus, what are the probabilities I don't want? 0 and 1. So subtract, you will get which one you need to find the probability. So based on the concept, I can write P 1 minus P of, you can write x is equal to 0 or P of 0. Both are same only, nothing wrong. P of 0 plus P of 1. Either you can write P of x is equal to 0 or P of 0. Same, P of x equal to 1 or P of 1. Now 1 minus P of 0. Same formula. N is how much? 20. C, that is x 0. P power, what is our P? 0.05 power x. X is replaced by 0. Refer the formula and write. What is their Q? 0.95. 20 minus 0, that is 20. Calculation will be very difficult. Be careful. Plus 20 C1, 0.05 power 1, 0.95, 20 minus 1, 20 minus 1. Clear? So 1 minus 20 C0 combination, 0.05 power 0, 0.95 power 20 plus 20 C1, 0.05 and 0.95 power 19. So you have to simplify. You have to simplify it and proceed. Clear? So you know already what is 0.5 whole power 3? 125. Clear? 0.95 power, what is that? 17. I got answer. So to get 19, you have to multiply this answer with 0.95. How many times? 2 times you will get this answer. Clear? So this is stands for 0.4178. It stands for 0.95 power 17. To get 19, you just multiply this by 0.4178 into 0.95 into 0.95. You will get 0.95 power 19. Clear? So this is 0.95 power 7, 18, 19. So you will get answer. Just you have to multiply this one. You take only 4 digits. Doesn't matter take all the 7 or 8 digits. So to get this answer, to get 0.9 power 20, you just to multiply again this by what? One more time, you will get 0.95 power 20. So just to substitute 20's combination. Combination 0 is always 1. This is always 1. So you know how to find out the answer for by using this concept. Just you have to write plus 20 C1 is 20, 0.5, 0.05 into this. You know how to find out. Just you have to substitute, multiply, add and subtract from what? 1. You will get answer. Clear? So this you have to do it at home. Just I will explain. We found 0.95 whole to the power 17 as 0.4178. So to get more than the power 17, that is 19, you multiply this answer 2 times by 0.95, 0.95, you will get 0.9519. With that answer you multiply again 0.95, you will get 0.95 whole to the power 20. Just you have to replace here in these 2 places, multiply. Remember, your answer should not be more than 1. If it is comes more than 1, your calculations comes under more than 1, your answer is wrong, you have to check again. So now you have to add these two, subtract from the one that is required answer. Be careful, at least means you can always use 1 minus previous of this number. Find the probability of the previous of the given number. If it is at least 1 minus, find the probability of find the previous probability of the given number, that is 2. You have to find the probability up to 1 from 0 onwards, because the binomial distribution general formula is starting from 0 onwards for the value x. Clear? So you have to complete at home by using the calculators. I gave already how to proceed. I gave already what is the answer for 0.95 whole to the power 17. You please find out for the remaining part and complete. So you have to complete and send that through WhatsApp. I noticed only 20-25 boys are sent. I said very clearly, you just to take screenshot of the first page and put it in the group. That is attendance. Clear? Find the mean. Exactly 4 defectives. Third is the subdivision of the same question. Exactly 4 defective. That is NCX, P power x, Q power n minus x. N is 24, 0.05 power 4, 0.9, that is 20 minus 4 is how much? 16. Again we found already 0.95. So you know the answer for 0.95 as something 41, I don't know what is that. So 0.4172, this is for 0.95 whole to the power 7. To get 16, just you have to divide this one by how much? 0.95, which will give you 0.95 whole to the power 16. Then 0.05 power 4. Just use the calculator. How do you execute this 20C4? 20 into 19 into 18 into 17 by 1 into 2 into 3 into 4 into this answer. Just you have to use calculator and simplify, you will get answer. Clear? So use calculator, I am giving the hints. This part we can do easily with the help of the calculator. So next one, the last subdivision of the same question. Find the mean and variance. So mean is NP and variance NPQ. So the last subdivision of the question number 4. So to find mean under the binomial distribution, you have to take formula NP. To find variance NPQ, then sigma is what? Standard deviation square root of NPQ. Here n is given how much? 20. What is your P? P is given 0.05. What is your Q? That is 0.95. Just you have to substitute mean. Mean is nothing but E of x. That is n is 20. 20 into 0.5. What will be the answer? 1. Then you have to find out variance, that is n into P is 0.05 into 0.95. Just you have to multiply by using the calculator, you will get variance. Then you can find square root of variance is standard deviations. Clear? So you have to use calculator, because if it in the classroom, then I will ask you to work out the problems with the help of the calculator. You might say the answer, but here I cannot write down the answer. This is very simple equations. You are in 11th, 12th standard. You must take calculator while you are watching that videos, particularly 7th chapter and 6th chapter. Even here afterwards, you must use calculator. If there is no calculator along with you, then you cannot do the calculation. I am not going to write the final answers. I will give the last stage before the answer. That's all. You have to complete the answer by using calculator. Don't accept me that I will give the answer for you. I will not give. You have to do it. This is very simple. Don't accept the teacher to calculate all these things and write down the answer. That is shameful to you. Clear? This is only for our class boys, our school boys, not for others. Clear? So you have to multiply everything and write down that answer. You will get that what answer that is required. So that mean NP, variance is NPQ. So using this formula, information you will get the answer. Please use the calculator and complete your work. Clear? Now sum number 7. All are the same concept. Clear? I will give only the hints. You please do it at home with help of the calculator. Sum number 7. In a particular university, 40% of students are having the newspaper reading habit. 9 students are selected. Find the views on reading habit. Find the probability that none of them are selected have newspaper reading habit. So P is equal to 40%. That is 40 by 100, which will give you 0.4. Q is equal to 1 minus P, that is 0.6. Clear? So how many students are selected? 9 students are selected. What is question number 1? None of them, nobody started to study, that is x is equal to 0. So formula is capital X is equal to 0. NC, that is N is how much? 9C, X is 0. Then P power. What is your P? P is 0.4 power 0. What is your Q? 0.6 power 9. So formula is NCX, P power X, Q power N minus X. So just you have to substitute, you will get answer. Clear? So 9C 0, wherever combinations get 0, that is 1. Anything power 0, 1. So 0.6 power 9. Just you have to use the calculator, you will get answer. Just you have to refer that answer whether it is correct or wrong. Clear? Just you have to work it out, you will get answer. Then question number 2 is subdivision. All those who are selected have newspaper reading habit. Everybody have habit of reading that. Therefore, X is equal to how much? 9. Again, P of X is equal to 9. Again the formula 9C9, 0.4 power 9, 0.6 power 0. N, 9 minus 9, 0. So just you have to write, what will be the answer? 0.9C1. Both power and combinations are same, suffix and prefix, that is 1. 1 into 0.4 power 9, anything power 0, 1. So just you have to multiply 0.4 how many times? 9 times. What will be the answer? Answer will get 0.0026. Clear? So you will get 0.0026. So refer that answer, don't simply copy. Sometimes it may be wrong. So be careful. Sum number 0.0026. You may have some numbers also, doesn't matter, I told you already. First 2 digit is correct, that's enough. First 2 digit. Clear? So, but you have to take only maximum 4 digit. Try to take 4 digit. If the 5th digit is more than 5 or 5, you please add 1 to the previous digit. This you know very well in 11th standard I taught very clearly under the statistics chapter. Clear? So, it's enough to take only the 4 digit decimal in the under the decimal part. This is third one. Second one, third one. At least 2/3. At least 2/3. 2/3 of 9. What will be the answer? 6. You have to find minimum 6. So what is the interval? 0, 1, 2, etc. etc. up to 9 students. So you need to find at least 6. Minimum 6. 6 to how many students? 9 students. 7, 8. So this is better. Instead of finding 1 minus 0, 1, 2, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, you have to find out 6 probability. Then you have to add and subtract from 1, you will get this answer. Instead of going that one. That's what, whenever you got at least, you please draw the number line like this. You see which one is easy now. I need at least 6. So it is enough 6, 7, 8, 9, 4. If I am finding 6, 7, at least means minimum 6. Maximum 7, 8, 9. So it will be very easy for me to calculate from 6 to 9 instead of 1 minus 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So which one is longer method? 0 to 5 is longer method, whereas 6, 7, 8, 9, only 4 probabilities. You can easily add, you will get answer. Or you can find out by this method also, find P of 0, P of 1, up to P of 5, add all the probability and subtract from, you will get same answer. Or you can do P of 6 straight away, P of 6, P of 7, P of 8 plus P of 9. Your wish. Which one is very simple? You can opt either this method or this method. That is your wish. That's what I am explaining with the help of the number line. At least means minimum I need 6. Maximum how many students are available? 9. So maximum get 9 students. So either you can use 1 minus or straight method. Depends upon the calculations part. I will take the next one. I will give only the answers. Clear? So I have to find out. That is 6 P of 6 plus P of 7 plus P of 8 plus P of 9. So this you have to write formula. Clear? You have to write on the formula and check that answer, that is N. N stands for how much? I can do it here. That is P of x greater than or equal to 6, that is P of 6, P of 7, P of 8, P of 9. Clear? So N is 20, 26 C6, P is 0.4 power 6, Q is 0.6 power 20 minus 6 is how much? 14 plus you have to write up to what? 9, that is 9C9. But boys, don't put plus symbol dot in the examination time. You have to write down everything. Clear? Here I wrote dot. So 9C9, 0.4 power 9, 0.6. It is 20. How many students? 9 students. So 9C, 6, that is 3. 9C minus 9, 0. So you have the calculations part. Just I am writing the calculations part, you please check by using the calculator. 0.07431. It is going on. Clear? So you check, you take 5 or 6, 0.0212336 plus 0.0035338. It will be near to that one. So no need to write all the 10 digit. 0.00026 Clear? So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. All the values I wrote, but you have to simplify it by using the calculator and check. Finally, you will get the answer is 0.09935. Clear? Boys, the calculation part alone it will be very tedious one. Other part will be very easy. I am writing only the answer. You please check this answer is correct or not. Clear? We will see the remaining problems in the next class. Thank you, boys.